This is very important. Okay, so let's go ahead. Um, so these are the topics or the things we're going to discuss today. So we're going to look at, of course, about Questas and the blockchain overview. So for our old members, those who have been with us, we're just going to flip through this because of the new members, and they will it will be a video, recorded, so that we can be able to go through other activities that we're supposed to do concerning the projects we are promoting. All right, so we're going to look at the blockchain overview. We're going to look at the blockchain overview, and then what are the projects that we have been promoting in Questas, and the blockchains, the courses, and then also the systems, that will help you to benefit from what we are about to discuss today. Okay. Actually, my name is Isaac, and this is actually my background. I have a background in oil and gas, and then also I studied engineering. So being a member of the Energy Blockchain Consortium, and then a couple of memberships in different bodies, and then also a certified blockchain expert in oil and gas. So blockchain actually hasn't been something that is new, but the opportunities and all the incentives that comes with it is actually what is a little bit new for us, and that is what we are discussing today. And we want our members to show them exactly how they can be part of it. Now, for us in Questas, this is exactly who we are. You may be wondering, what exactly do we do? And Questas, for us, for example, we don't sell off-the-shelf products, or we don't have a physical product that we sell in a store, stuff like that. So the product that we are selling is, what we are doing is we are creating digital entrepreneurs, and that's about digital nomads. Okay, so for you, I don't know what your aim, or what you really want to do, or the kind of life that you have been looking at you want to live. And I know very well that a lot of us who have been doing the 9 to 5 kind of jobs, many of us are having it very hard, because the 9 to 5 obviously is not our kind of thing for many people, but not everyone anyway. So what you see here is that our aim, or what we are doing, is to create opportunities so that people can take hold of your life, so you can define your life. You can be able to have a freedom and be able to walk at your own pace, not literally walking based on the timeline that your employer is giving you. All right. Okay. So for digital nomads, you can work anywhere. And that's exactly what this program, or what we are promoting today, looks like. So you can work anytime, anywhere, any day. So this is the lifestyle we are creating. I wouldn't know, for most of us, our vision, we are trying to create a future that will be able to empower humanities and build a society of freedom and abundance. That is exactly what, because the idea is, if I ask you the last time that you were able to, in between your job, many of us, like, the work calendar is always 365 days, 12 months in a year. So you only have a month of less than even 31 days, for you to have a vacation or leave, what we call it, in other places. So you don't live your life. So it's all about, control from your employer. So they tell you when you have to go for vacation. So they tell you when to visit, even a couple of friends, because you don't even have your own time. All right. So our idea, or what we're trying to do, is to be able to create opportunity that will be able to spread messages of health, wealth, sustainability, empowerment, freedom, and abundance. So with this, you can have time, you can be able to walk at your own pace, do your visit, go on vacation, spend much time with your family, your parents, or anyone, go on holidays anytime you want. This is exactly the kind of life that we are designing for our members. Okay, that's our vision. All right. So for most of us, I know, I mean, almost all of us in this meeting, we can relate to this workplace and office politics quotes. Okay, you can agree with me. So we can relate to all of this. So not to take much of time, we are not going to go through all of this. So you can see, you can relate to any of these quotes here. So we said here, I work. When you don't do it, you are lazy. When your boss doesn't do it, he is busy or he is too busy. So all of this, are all things, kind of the things that we can relate to in our workplace. Okay. Now, what is our mission? Remember what we said. This is exactly what we are trying to, push across for everyone, in Questas. Now, remember, like what we are doing, I'm sure one of the things that brought you here, to this meeting, we are promoting an opportunity that has to do with blockchain and smart contracts. But what we are doing in Questas is not just about promoting blockchain. We are not promoting smart contracts just alone or trying to show our members the opportunities that has to do with, that's, in the blockchain. But the truth is that we have other projects that are coming up in a couple of months that we are also going to, share to all our members so that you can be part of, because what we are trying to do here is to create streams of income so that everyone, you can have varieties of kind of, opportunities that you want to join, not just going to be about uh, the blockchain or the smart contract, like we said. So the question is exactly today, what are we promoting? We are trying to promote this opportunity, of this crowdfunding called Forsage. But I'm going to go in details, to be able to show you exactly what this is all about. Okay, what we are promoting today is Forsage. This is a smart contract that runs on two different blockchains at the moment, Ethereum and the Tron. So we're going to look at them in details. Now, if you can see on my screen, there is a caution here. For many of us, maybe those of us who are new and uh, our old members, you must have known about this website or the website or this domain name. Many Forsage, different opportunities that people are promoting here and there. So anyone that has nothing to do with Forsage.io, it is not from us. It is not what we are promoting. So there are so many of them out there. So if you look at the screen here, trx.forsage.io. So this will take you to Tron. For the other one, will take you to Forsage. Either of them anyway, in any way. So they are forsage.io. Exactly what we are promoting anyway. So let's get into details, guys, and see what we are looking at today. Now, the question is, we are talking about blockchain. Now, blockchain, what exactly is blockchain? For a lot of organizations today, this is how they are doing their business. Now, how I'm going to explain this blockchain is bring your mind to offices, businesses that we do in companies. There are ledger systems, ledger how they record, business transactions or financial transactions, so to speak. Okay. Now, these things, for those who are accountants or people who understand, much, deep about finance, so you can understand what we are talking about here. So this blockchain, this is where you record information, okay? And now, when you go to different companies, they have different systems. They record their business, ledger system. They have it on a computer. So this computer will have a server, okay? So, and this server someone maybe in the IT department, or even the person that are recording all of these things will have access to it. And for the general ledger system, anybody can, get access to it, and you can modify it, so they can do anything with this ledger system. And what it means is that there is no security behind this. So you can modify the figures in the general ledger system, which is normally the old way, that a lot of companies are doing business. But if you see, what we are trying to talk about today is about blockchain. This is a digital ledger of transactions that duplicates and distributes across entire network of computers. Now, what I'm trying to explain here is that the ledger system is the normal, system how we record our financial transactions on a computer. But the blockchain is digital. What it means is that any information that you execute in the blockchain, cannot be changed. You cannot tamper it. So how it goes in, that is how the output is going to look like. So you can't put, transactions in the blockchain, and then later you want to take it out and say, no, 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 there is something that I needed to add. And no, 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 because the moment you execute it, what happens is that they're going to form blocks. And that blocks is something that it goes a long way, because almost on this blockchain, thousands and millions of companies are executing projects on this blockchain. So with the moment your block is formed in this blockchain, and that's it, you can't do anything about it. All right. So what it means is that blockchain is a trustworthy system, a secure system on how you can do business, all right, on how you can transact business, and you cannot change it. You cannot cheat anyone using the blockchain layer system. So what you're about to see, or the opportunity we are trying to promote, is exactly something that runs on the blockchain. So because of that, that is why it is secured. And it's also, something that excites us that we want to promote it, because for every members who are part of this opportunity, or who are promoting this blockchain, incentives, you cannot cheat anyone. Okay, whatever commissions or profits that you're making from, you know, from your program, or whatever investment that you're making in the opportunity, nobody can cheat you. This is exactly how it is. So of course, this started in sometime in 2008 by this guy called Satoshi Nakamoto. So he was the person that first invented this blockchain, to serve as a ledger for crypto, which started with Bitcoin anyway. Okay, so let me not bog you much with this. Now, we have different types of blockchain, guys. There are 3 different types of blockchain. Okay, so because what you're going to see here today is that this blockchain, you will be able to understand the one we are promoting and the essence or the reason why we are doing that. There are public blockchains, we have private blockchains, and then also we have what we call the hybrid blockchains. But today, what we are doing, or the emphasis we are putting on, is on the public blockchain. Because the reason why about the public blockchain, if you look at my screen, is that it is designed to be fully decentralized. No one individual or entity can control the transactions that are in the blockchain, the order in which they are being processed. They are highly censor resistant, so it is open. Anyone can join the network, irrespective of your location. And then also this blockchain, they have token, and that is exactly what we are talking about today, guys. That token, we say they have a token, with them, that is designed to incentivize and reward participants in the network. So the participant is myself and you, and that is what we are trying to discuss today. And at the end of this presentation, so you will see how you are going to benefit from this. All right. So we are promoting 2 types of blockchain today based on the smart contracts that we are promoting: Ethereum and Tron. Now, don't get it twisted. Ethereum is a blockchain. Tron is a blockchain. Okay. But what you see there is that they have those tokens, which we call the Ether, and then the Tron is also a blockchain having its own token called the TRX. Okay, so these are the 2 blockchain and their uh, token that we are going to look at today, and how exactly are we going to benefit with all of these things, because I know many of us who are new, be wondering exactly what Isaac is talking about. So but relax, by the end of this presentation you will get along with what we are discussing. Okay, so we are focusing on public blockchain. Now, when you look at the next screen here, the reason why we are interested in the public blockchain, or we are interested in blockchain, is because it is what? Decentralized. If you look at my screen, so you can see on the left side, you have a central server. Okay. Now, if you look at the other side, this is a decentralized database. This is why the blockchain is key. There is no way, anyone can tamper with the blockchain. Now, because when you say something is decentralized, meaning that it doesn't even have a central server. So you can see the database on the right-hand side, they're all decentralized. So at different point, but if you see the other one on the left side, you can see it's a central server. So what it means is that if any hacker goes to the central server, the entire business is down. The entire project is down. So if we are promoting this opportunity, for example, guys, and we have a central server, so what it means is that at some point, if there is anyone maybe who happens to hack into this particular server where all these entire transactions are going on, what it means is at the end of the day, the whole system will be down. And when it's tampered with, okay, so that means the whole entire system is corrupted and we're going to have issues. So, but today, the opportunity we are promoting runs on a decentralized database, guys. And those decentralized databases, my computer, your mobile phones, the tablets, the laptops, these are all, you know, part of the data, places where all of these things exist, different devices and all that. But at the end of the day, it is very difficult for anyone to tamper with this. So imagine that on this blockchain, you have over 1 million people or 1 million participants, doing transaction back and forth through this blockchain. And someone, a hacker comes in and said, oh, and I'm going to hack on one particular database. When you hack on one particular database, I mean, that means you will not be able to, how are you going to hack, other ones? This is difficult. And that is the reason why we are very much interested in this, because it is very safe for us, to promote what we are looking at today. Okay, now we talked about, blockchain. Now, I have explained what blockchain is. Now, this blockchain you see, what goes on in this blockchain is what we call smart contracts. What exactly is smart contract, guys? Now, let's say, for example, that you want to purchase a house, or you have a property, or there's a property that you want to purchase, and the seller or the owner of the property said, let's have, of course, you're going to have an agreement, and this agreement, how is it going to run? Sometimes maybe the owner of the property have to go to look for the brokers, right? So these brokers is going to have a deal with them and said, please, you need to put this property in the market for me, sell it. Of course, the broker, he's not doing it for free. So he's going to put in his own interest, probably maybe like, okay, let's say $500,000, for example, that is the, the value of the property. So this broker is going to charge you maybe 10% of 500K. All right. So that is his commission, for helping you to market this property. Now, what it means is that he can modify anything. He can, make money on both ways. All right. So he can inflate the amount. You cannot do anything about it. But what happened here is that if you decide to say, okay, I'm the owner of the property, and I decided to, execute this contract, or for me, I need to use the blockchain, look for buyer. So anyone who want to buy the property, is going to go through the blockchain. So all I'm going to do is to write a code. Now, what you see on the screen here is a code. This is a computer programming code. Okay, you don't need to worry yourself about it if you don't have it. anything to do with IT. So this is a computer programming code, and that's exactly how the smart contract is being designed. This is an agreement, like I said, is an agreement between maybe a buyer or a seller or two different entities or two different parties, and they will okay execute this smart contract in the blockchain. And this particular code you're seeing here, or this contract you're seeing here, is a kind of a command, to tell, okay, the blockchain, all right, this is exactly what you would do at one point, in time. If somebody comes forward with 500K, if David, is going to send 500,000, dollars to me, okay, within the blockchain system, what is going to happen is that the moment the system receives 500,000 from David and is confirmed and all of that, execute the contract. This is the command. And the moment this happens, guys, so you don't need to do anything about it. So David is not going to cheat me. I'm not going to cheat David. So because why? Anytime, any day, this contract or this transaction is recorded in the blockchain and it can be verified by anyone. Whoever that is in the network can verify this contract. So this is how powerful blockchain is. And because of that, what I'm about to discuss or what I'm about to show you today, this is exactly, how it runs. And that is the reason why, we are very much interested in it, guys. So that's about the smart contract. So you can use smart contract for different things. So like we said, it's not just all about what we are promoting today. It's not just all about buying property or anything. So many businesses are running, on the smart contract. And now what you see here on the next page is how it runs. Why do we call this thing blockchain? The reason why we call it blockchain is that every transaction that happens in the blockchain through this smart contract, guys, through that agreement, okay? Because when you execute this agreement, when you execute this, we have it in the blockchain, any transaction, no matter how minor, a block is going to form. Now, if you see on my screen, you can see a transaction between Isaac and Victor. Maybe what happened here is that maybe I sent money to Victor. So that money I sent to Victor entirely, if it's through the blockchain, there is a block that formed, 23386 block. So anytime, any day on this blockchain, we can verify this. Victor is not going to lie that I didn't send him any money because we can confirm it. You can tell anyone to go and confirm all of this. So the same thing with like Eunice and Barbara, Ben and Barbara, stuff like that. So every transaction is forming one block, one block, one block. So you can imagine, you know, how can someone hack into this? And because, of course, how are you going to do that? Because we're talking about different types of blocks. And now maybe Isaac and Victor, this transaction happened in UK. Then Eunice and Barbara, this transaction happened in Nigeria. Then Ben and Barbara, this transaction happened maybe in any other part of the country. So what you see here is that it's not just like in one location. So, and provided is in this blockchain, the moment the way they are being formed, all these blocks have been formed. And that is the reason why it is a very, strong and secured platform, for, to do business. And that's the reason why a lot of companies today, they are venturing into this opportunity. I'm using the system, to promote their activities. Yeah. So, guys, are we together? Are we together? Can you hear me? I'm sure we are still connected.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. All right. All right. So we can use this. You can use smart contracts to do a lot of things. Okay. So we can use it for recording, or storing records or, information. You can use it for trading supply chains, the shipping companies, the logistic companies, they're using blockchain today. You can use it for mortgages, real estate. I mean, so imagine a situation where the government, for example, in Nigeria, we decided to use blockchain to vote. You know what is going to happen, guys. So, of course, you cannot rig this election. It's not possible. So how are you going to do that? Because every all the voters are going to vote through the blockchain. So I don't need to even go to anywhere to queue. All I need to do is just, go online, all right, and cast my votes through the blockchain, because there is a smart contract that exists, okay, that's, a command or a control which exists through the smart contract that tells, the system on what to do. So once that is done, it's completely transparent. So whoever that wins the election wins the election. So you cannot say, you cannot rig it here, because everyone can verify it. Someone anywhere in the world, someone can verify the result of the election even before it goes into the news. So this is one of the, benefits and advantages of using a blockchain for your entire business. Okay, so you can see, why do we use this blockchain? Why? Now, if you can see what we're going on here, this is autonomous, it's secured, interruption free, trustless, cost effective. It is fast performance. It is accurate. Accurate meaning that this is time stamped, secured. Now, when you say autonomous, so for those of us who are new, by the time we are done, when you join this opportunity, so you're going to see that every member that promotes this opportunity, we don't have names. All we have is just IDs, numbers, and we don't even have account numbers. What we have is wallet addresses. So we don't even, nobody knows who is who. But the truth is that you cannot cheat anyone, because the way the system is being designed, okay, so it's, like we said, trustless. So it doesn't care. It is no respect of anyone. That is how it is. Okay. Okay. So now, guys, I need you to pay attention here. Look at what is going on here. This is a business transaction between Bob and Frank. Guys, I want to show you, what the blockchain looks like and how, this thing runs. Please just stay with me here. Now you can see there's this kind of dispute between Bob and Frank. What happened? Bob sent 500,000. Remember what we are promoting here? We're talking about Tron and Ethereum. Now, I'm using this as an example. Bob sent 500,000, TRX. That is the Tron, which in dollar equivalent is about $14,000 to Frank. But Frank is saying, man, I'm not sure you sent me any money. I'm not sure you sent me anything. How can you say that you sent me money? So now I came into this, issue, and I tried to find out, guys, what's going on. And Bob is saying, I sent Frank this amount of money, but he's telling me that I'm lying. I told him, okay, which blockchain that you guys use for this transaction? He said, we use Tron. So what I did, guys, I have to go to what? Tronscan.io, because this is, you know, this is the back end, or the back office of this, of whatever transaction that goes on using the Tron blockchain. Now, I'm going to show you what I did. So what I did here, guys, is stay with me. I came here. Now, if you look at what happened here, this is Bob's wallet address. Now, this wallet address is just like account number, if we can use that word, if you can say it that way. Now, this is Frank wallet address. So what we are saying here is that this money went from this particular address to this one. Okay. Now, I'm going to mute this for the sake so that I can, sorry. 1 minute. I'll come back to you guys. Okay. Just, okay. 1 minute. Okay, we're back again. All right. So, okay. So now what I did was to copy. If you look at what we have here, I copied this wallet address. Okay. Now, because this is for Bob, I need to find out exactly what happened. Now, I have to go to this particular back office, where this transaction, took place. Now, what I did, this is a, the Tron scan.io. So if you look at what is going on, you can see all these are transactions. You can see these are blocks, that have been forming each transaction going on, every second. They are dropping all the time. So all I need to do here is no issues. Now he said 500, and I asked Frank, when exactly, you guys did this transaction. Yeah, please, we're going to answer all the questions at the end of this meeting, okay? Yeah, at the end of this meeting, we're going to answer these questions. So now I am going to paste Bob's, this is Bob's wallet address, or like say Bob's account number. Now he said that this transaction took place 4 days ago, and now, okay, I'm going to hit search. Now you can see this is Bob's account on the blockchain, and what I'm going to do is just to go down, and I'm going to look at transactions. Okay, then I'm going to click on transaction. Now, when he said 4 days ago, and I'm trying to understand, he said this is 500,000 Tron, and it's 4 days ago. So I'm going to look at the transaction that happened, within this 4 days, and then which one is exactly like 500,000. Okay, so now you can see here, guys, I found something. This is 500,000. Okay, so this is 500,000 Tron. Okay, now this exactly, 4 days, 8 hours ago, this happened. Now I need to find out, since I already confirmed this is Frank's, Bob's account. Now I have been able to verify, see this. Now I need to find out exactly, is this really Bob's, wallet address or his account? Now let's go back and check on this, guys. Now let's check if this is true. If that's exactly what happened, that means now you can see that this is TUWLSU. Now, if you look at the last 6 digit or the last 6 alphanumeric we have there is 7VHF3F. All right. Now I'm going to use TUW, the first 3 and then the last 6 to confirm this. Now I'm going to go back there and say, let me see if this is actually true. Now I have to go back there, and then I will click on this transaction to see exactly if this is true. Now this transaction details is going to show up, and I'm going to look at this, guys. So you can see the system is telling me that the result was success, and the status show that it is confirmed. All right, and this is the block. Remember, I'm talking about blockchain before. This is the block of this transaction, and here you can see this is Bob's wallet address, guys. Sorry, this is Bob's wallet address. If you look at this guy, you can see TUW and the last 6 numbers 7VHF3F. Now, how Bob, Frank, what exactly? Bob, did you say this money didn't receive it? I'm sure this problem is completely solved, guys. So this is exactly what this blockchain is all about. I don't need an account officer, all right, from any bank to verify any transaction anywhere, anytime, any day. You get my point? So this is exactly how it is. Don't worry, you will get everything. You get everything, guys. You'll get everything. Okay. So this is exactly, how this blockchain is. What I'm about to promote, or what I'm about to show you today, what we are discussing today, the opportunity I'm going to share with you today, this is exactly what you will be experiencing. This is exactly how you will be receiving your money. You will be having your trust wallet, your wallets, for each of the blockchain, that we will be promoting. All right. So our let's go back to our presentation. So that is exactly what this blockchain is all about, guys. And then you can verify anything, anytime, any day. Okay. Let's go back to our full screen. Now, we are going to look at, because we say there is this blockchain incentives. That is exactly what we are talking about. Blockchain incentives. And that is exactly what, I'm promoting. That's exactly what I'm benefiting from. That's exactly what I wanted to benefit from as well. So now, how do we, incentivize this? We talk about crowdfunding. Now, what exactly is crowdfunding? We said is the practice of funding, a project or venture by raising small amount of money, you know, via internet. Is a form of crowdsourcing and alternative finance. Now, we have this example. If you look at the screen here, maybe in Nigeria or maybe other part of the world, this has been the traditional way of crowdfunding. Even for some of us who work in some organizations, we have what we call corporate societies or something, or corporate, I wouldn't know, so they call it, maybe corporate society or whatever, cooperative stuff like that. All right, so you see, where you have to go, you know on monthly basis, you need to give, you have to pay in some percentage, you have to pay some percentage to the cooperative and say they're keeping. So over time, maybe at the end of the year or stuff like that, someone can always come in between, the year or anytime, and say, hey, I need XY dollars, and then they are going to give this person. And there are also others where you have, it has to move in circles. Everybody have to, you have to wait for your turn. So imagine a situation where you have over 1,000 people, doing a crowdfunding, and say today, this month is for Isaac. So if this month is for me, all right. So what it means is that now I have to wait for how many people? 1,000 people already. Now, if I'm taking, if this is my turn for this month, to get the money, all right, contributed by all these guys. So I have to wait for the remaining numbers. So God knows how many years that is, I mean, when it's going to get to my turn again. You see what I'm talking about, guys? So, and with this, I mean, it's really, very discouraging. And I mean, people are not really, doing this even in large numbers. Today, what I'm talking about, what I'm presenting to you, what I'm promoting to you is what we call the smart contracts. So this smart contract, does not wait for it to, like, you need to give you time, give you a date. I mean, you have to wait for months for you. So the moment, okay, you activate your account, all right, this is when you will begin to expect profit or commissions or payment or whatever you call it. So I'm going to show you everything today so that you see what we're talking about. And that is the reason why, if you look on my screen, you can see the crowdfunding platforms or companies or organizations or bodies that we have today, like Kickstarter. If you check online, you can see them, Indiegogo, Patreon, GoFundMe, CrowdRise, many of them, they are there. And so, but this particular system, are being controlled by individuals. So they determine, or they decide, who gets paid, or who, I mean, they give any money. So if you're coming to them for a project, you're coming to them that maybe you have a new project you want to promote, or you want to start up, like many of us who are starting up different companies. It's very difficult these days, even going to the banks or going to even to, I mean, it's difficult because if you don't even have what we call collateral, it's difficult for you to even, access loans from companies, or I mean, from banks. It's difficult. Okay. So even from individual lenders, something you have to keep something, in value of however much you're trying to get. Is that is it? That's that's the condition. So with this, let's see what we can do, with this opportunity as we go ahead, guys. Let's see what we can do, with this as we go ahead. Okay, please, I'm going to answer any mess, whatever you're talking. I am not an accountant. Let's finish up with this, and then we'll begin to answer all of these questions. Okay, so maybe you'll be able to know whether if it's related to what we are discussing today. All right, now, what do you want to do? Many of us, I know, we have needs. Some of us, we are doing this 8 to 5. I can understand, not even in this time of pandemic, when a lot of companies these days, okay, I have a couple of colleagues, that were laid off. I mean, straight on, even from, friends from in different, projects here. I mean, these guys, some of them went on vacation even before the lockdown, so they were served, sack letters while they were on vacation. This happened. They were on vacation outside this environment, and they will send sack letters, via email, and I'm sorry, please stay there. So for those who are, left behind, they have to start paying them. They have to slash the salary by 50%. So the COVID-19, this pandemic is still on, and we don't even know how far or how soon. Nobody knows, when this, because the economy, different. I mean, almost all over the world have been disrupted, and so many things are happening. Businesses are down, the airlines, name them, logistics, so many things have been affected. So families, I wouldn't know, because we are looking at this crowdfunding platform using this smart contract that runs in this on this blockchain, for us to be able to raise funds for projects or things that we want to do. So the questions I'm asking here, I mean, it's this is not, I mean, you can have 100 of questions, I mean, of whatever needs that we have. You want to create daily income stream for your family. Are you looking, maybe you want to launch a project, or maybe you have a business that you want to start? Okay, you want to pay off mortgage. I know many of us, we are still paying for our mortgage. You want to buy a new car. All right, so for example, maybe you have an old car, you're looking for how you're going to change it, because obviously having an old car, you are running a lot of expenses on it. Or you want to save for education. It could be education for yourself, it could be education for the children, it could be education, I mean, it could be for maybe for your siblings. So either way, what we are saying is that we can raise the fund that you need the smart contract way, guys. Okay, now we have been promoting uh, the Ethereum, like I explained to you in my this thing. We have been promoting Ethereum. Remember, I told you about the blockchains. So we said the blockchain, the Ethereum, and also the Tron. That doesn't mean Bitcoin is also a blockchain. Okay. So now all these things that you see, what we are enjoying or what we are benefiting is what is called digital currencies, and in the crypto business, they call them token. All right. So that's what we're promoting. Now, the first project that we started, okay, in February, this started in February, is called the Ethereum, which was actually running on this Forsage. Now, we have explained initially in the previous slide what Forsage is all about, guys. Now, this Ethereum blockchain, there's a smart contract that Forsage, okay, executed in this smart contract, and that's the crowdfunding. It's crowdfunding, so don't get it twisted. You'll be wondering, is crowdfunding now, because the smart contract on this on the Ethereum blockchain, what we are going to be benefiting, what we are going to be making is what we call the Ether. So the token for Ethereum blockchain is called Ether. That is the digital currency. Now, this Ether, you can convert it to any currency of your choice. It doesn't matter. You can convert it to dollars, to euro, to naira, to anything, to whatever, to pounds, anything, whatever it is, you can convert it. All right. So, and when you convert it, you can now use it to fund your projects. You can use it to, if you want to create it as a daily stream of income for you, the floor is open for you. So at the end of this meeting, so you can decide, what exactly do I want to do? Okay. Now we started promoting this. Now you can see, as at the time we are recording this, we're having this presentation, we have over 947,000, okay, participants that participated in this project, on that are already, including the Questers group members, in the Ethereum blockchain, the Forsage contracts. Okay, now you can see the number of Ethereum, that we are in, over $301 million, guys. We are actually in by participants. Now, these are people like you and I, all right? These are people like you and I. So they join this project, or they join this smart contract, they join this, crowdfunding, and then use it to raise funds for themselves. They use it to raise funds for themselves. So why there was a little, we moved a little bit, or we started creating alternative for this, is that because if you want to raise fund, or if you want to raise a campaign that you want to, raise fund for your project, you decide. Nobody decides for you. You know exactly. You have to create your goal, exactly why what you want to do. All right. But here we started experiencing that the gas fees, guys, don't get it twisted. You know, when we talk about this, you know, cryptocurrencies, we talk about the Ethereum, we talk about the Ether and all these things. They are digital. They are not like they don't. They are not like physical currencies that we use, like the naira and the dollars. No, they are not like the pound sterlings. You don't feed them. All these things, they are complete what we call, they are codes. Their codes, but the value of all of this thing, because of the way they have been mined and the way they have been created, okay, the value there, so you can convert it to any currency. Like for example, you can see one Ethereum or one Ether, so to speak, is around $371.69. One Ether, one Ether is around $371.69. So meaning that if you run this project, or if you join this campaign, okay, and then decided to raise, fund for yourself, so if you earn one Ether, that means you already own $371. You have already made or profited, you know from this, making $371. That is what it means. So because of the gas fees, okay, the Forsage community, based on the members, because we have a lot of participants, like I can see it, 947. So people begin to look at it that because of the high gas fees, you can see the meaning of the gas fees. So this is not like the petrol, or you're to run vehicles or stuff like that, but these are compensation for people who mine these currencies. They are digital currencies. These things are being mined through computer systems. So in the subsequent meetings and all of that, we're going to just be able to open this. And I want to plead with you, please. We have a free fundamentals of blockchain technology course on the website. Go there. This is free, guys. This is free. So many things I'm covering here about blockchain technology. We may not be able to cover everything because I'm going to focus more, on the opportunities. But if you want to, to get much in depth about what this, blockchain technology is all about, go and take this 2 hours course. Complete 2 hours, power packed. Ask others who have already gone through this program or the course. It's very important. Okay, so what you have here, because of the gas fees, and then we decided, okay, that we're going to have an alternative. So because if people are coming in and then they cannot be able to, join the campaign, is difficult for them. All right. So for the Forsage, Ethereum, this is how the interface look like. Okay, so we're not going to deal, talk much on this. Subsequent maybe meetings, we're going to look at it, because that doesn't mean because of the high gas fees that we are no more, on this. Like I can show you, I can tell you that people are still running on this, but because we want our people, we want our members, and then we want everyone, to be able to join this opportunity and begin to raise funds for themselves. And then we decided, to have alternative. Today we are promoting Ethereum and Tron. This is how the interface look like, guys. So what you are seeing here, you can see this guy has made over $443,000. So don't. I mean, this is real. Okay, this is real. So maybe when you see this amount of money, yeah, you're going to think like, if I convert this to naira or stuff, like, or maybe different currencies, are they kidding me? This is true. All right. But believe me, the success, as far as this opportunity is concerned, they are not typical. All right. So there is no guarantee, oh, you're going to make $1 million, you're going to make $500,000. So this, you have to put in the work. And that is why we are walking you through this opportunity, to show you exactly how you're going to do it. So doing it is all about how you put in the work and follow the instructions, and how, we are guiding you to do that. So it is not going to be something that will happen automatically, but when you put in the work and all that, of course, definitely, you should be able to, have success. So you can see what we have here. We're not gonna go much into this. This is all the levels. These are all the levels. We have what we call X3 and X4. These are two different levels that you are going to open when you are running the Forsage Ethereum. Now, when we come back to Forsage Ethereum, okay, we are going to elaborate more on this. So because of time, let's move to talk about the Tron, because Tron is exactly what we are promoting at the moment. And I believe that you will be happy, with what you're going to see. Okay. Guys, these are individual accounts. These are, Forsage members, on this Ethereum. These are the amount of money people made, so they are real. They are not like jokes. People made this money. Okay. So this for the Forsage Ethereum. Now, let's look at Tron. Guys, I told you the Forsage Ethereum started in February 2020. No, 2020. And you can see the amount of money I told you, over 301 million, raised. People they made money and they were able to take care of their, individual needs. The same thing we can do with Tron. Now, this Tron, we launched this Tron on the 6th of this month. On the 6th of this month, this is when we launched this Tron. And at the moment, we already have 107,000 members, guys, already. Between 6th of September till date, 107,000 and over $12 million already raised. Over $12 million already raised, in this. Now, the good thing about this Tron is that one Ethereum is 371 US dollars. Okay. But here, if you look at the Tron, the the uh, the icon is the earth. The token is called the Tronix. Tronix, that's why they put it TRX. Tronix, TRONIX. Okay, so one one TRX is about 0.03 $0.03. So this is completely cheap, guys, for us, and we believe that many of us, we can, if we want to be part of this, of course, if you have a need or you really want to raise a campaign, I call it a campaign because this is a crowdfunding platform. So you raise the campaign yourself and then decide what you want to do and how you want to achieve it, based on the instructions we're going to, or what we are going to show you to do. So the more when you follow this or these instructions or follow this process, of course you'll be able to raise the funds that you are looking at. So the Tron is quite cheaper for us, and we are happy. Almost all our members are also happy, I'm sure. I'm not saying almost all of them are happy, and we have been promoting this on the 6th. So now let us take a look at completely how this works. Now, for Forsage, whether the Forsage Ethereum or the Forsage Tron, this is first ever 100% decentralized system or smart contract. Okay. And when we say decentralized, I have been able to define or explain to you what, when you talk about decentralized, meaning that nobody can hack this, nobody can tamper with this, nobody can cheat anyone using this. So now, if what I'm about to show you is running on the blockchain, either Ethereum or Tron, so what it means is that you should be rest assured that nobody is going to cheat you, or you're going to have any security issues. But then, of course, you still have to protect your IDs and all that. So that is what is decentralization, what are the advantages. We have been able to explain this in the previous uh, slides. Okay, you have the blockchains, the smart contract. This smart contract is what we call, that is Forsage Tron smart contract executed here. Now, don't get it twisted. This smart contract Forsage Tron is a crowdfunding agreement or code that is being written by Forsage, and they execute it on this blockchain called Tron. Now, you and I, we are coming here, all right, to raise campaign about our needs. This is what we are doing. Now, when you look at this, they're all called they're all blockchain. How is it being done? Now, this is a complete matrix marketing system, guys. Now, when you join this opportunity, or when you're about to join this opportunity, there are two levels already in Tron. In Forsage Ethereum, we had to. There are two levels, okay. But in Forsage Tron, we have three levels. But actually, we have the Forsage X3, we have the Forsage X4, and then we have the Forsage Gold. But we're not going to deal with that gold today, because for the gold is still, is still not open yet. So we are going to discuss about the X3 and X4 today, so that by the time you join, over time, when the gold will, open, then of course we're going to have another meeting, and then it will put everybody through. But we're going to run, over all of them. So all you need to do here, you can see, when you join, you're going to have for the X3, there are three levels under you. Okay. Now, what it means is that when, people join under you, this person join you. Now, I'm going to show you also how much, is required, for you to join, this opportunity. So we're going to look at that. So with this, you have yourself and then three levels under you. And then here you have in the Forsage X4. So you have two lines here, the first two up, and then you have, four lines or four, slots or places, under the two. So this is X3, this is X4. Okay. By the time you're about to register, so you are going to automatically, open X3 and X4, for yourself. So then you will begin to open, other slots. So we're going to look at them one after the other. This is the X Gold, which we'll talk about. So this X Gold is having like around 30 places or 30 slots. Okay. So you're going to have, 2, 4, the 8, and then 16. This is the X Gold. But like I said, X Gold is not open yet. So by the time it's open, and then we're going to discuss that in details. We're going to be having our meetings running on every Fridays. So sometimes if we have something very urgent, we can fix our meetings and then get you, notified on time. Okay. This is what we do. Okay. Now look at the X3 and X4, guys. Now, if you look at here, we have the X3. Now on X3, you have up to 15 levels here. In X4, you also have 15 levels. So meaning that X3 and X4, you have 30 levels, or 30 slots, for you to open. Now, when you look at this here, you can see the numbers of 100, 200, 300, 800. So each, as you go up, this one is, times 2 or double, of the previous, slots. This is what it is. Now, what the system is saying here is that how it works is that 100, this 100 is 100 Tron. Now, guys, 100 Tron, 100 Tron, I think is like around $3 for 100 Trons. So with $6, I guess, I think, yeah, with $6, so you can open X3 level 1 and X4 level 1, even with $6. So you can be able to do that. So what I'm saying, because the beauty of the Forsage Tron is that it's very cheap. It's cheaper for us. Many of us can be able to raise our campaign, on the Forsage Tron, because the Ethereum, like we said, you can see one Ethereum is almost like about $371. So it might not really be that easy for a lot of us to do. Okay. But with this, for $6 to open the first and second, the first levels in X3 and X4, I'm sure we can be able to afford that if we really, want to raise, a campaign here and be able to start, uh, getting the funds that we actually look for. So that is it. So by the time you register, so that means initially you need like about 200 Tron, because by the time you're about to register, the system automatically will activate level 1 in X3 and level 1 in X4 for you. So when that is done, so you can now begin to activate other levels. Now, the essence, the idea about, or the beauty behind this is that the more level you open, so the more opportunities, you are creating for yourself to make money. Okay, so because when you have 100 tron here, when you have 100 tron, so if someone joins under you, automatically you're going to make 100 tron. Okay, so when you have level 2 open, when somebody joins under you in level 2, so you're going to make 200 tron. So this is how it runs. So we're going to look at all of these things in clear details. So with all this, you can decide to open to open all the slots. Sorry, you can decide to open all the slots. Okay, so for us, we are going to guide you on how you're going to do all of this. Okay, so this is the X3 and the X4. Now we have the X code. Like I told you, the X code, we are still keeping it until when the X code will be open. And because we don't want to teach you, or we don't want to talk to you about what we have not tested. So, I mean, for us, for the entire Forsage community, nobody has tested X Gold. So for now, it is still not open. Maybe in a couple of days or weeks, it's going to be open. And then, of course, all of us, we're going to jump into it because the X Gold is very exciting, guys. So we're definitely going to have a meeting and then carry everybody along. We are family. All right, so let's move ahead. Now, this is the registration process on how you do this. Like we said, for X1, for X3 and X4, you need 200 Tron. So now, of course, the X Gold based on this, the presentation, but just keep in mind that because the X Gold is not yet open, we are only looking at the X3 and X4. So you need 200, to open these slots. So one that is open, and then you can go ahead to open the other slots. Now, this is how the Forsage, for the X3, this is how it works, guys. Now, if you see what is going on here, so you can see that you have, this is you, okay? Now, you're going to have an upline, of course, because definitely by the time you are joining, you're going to join under someone. So by the time you come into Questas, so Questas is you're gonna be placed under someone because that is how the matrix system works, So by the time we are done with the presentation, so you will be able to see what we have created, for our members, so that we will make sure that everybody will make money. Making money, I mean, so that you can be able to raise the campaign you raise, so you can be able to actualize, your aim or your objective. Okay, so here now two people, there are 3 slots under you. Okay, so when someone join here and here, this payment, okay, automatically will go to you. This is how it works. Now, the third one, remember, for the X3, the third slot or the third, cycle, when somebody join here as well, okay, this you're also going to get 100% of this payment. But what is going to happen is that this particular, X1, this particular level 1 that you're seeing here, for example, you will need to repeat it, or we call it reinvestment, any word you want to use. So what this means is that the third leg or the third slot will do what, repeat, and it will reopen this one again, this particular place again, so that you keep making money or you keep earning from this place. Now, what I'm talking about here is that, for example, this is the X3. Now, when you have someone here placed under you, okay, now this, you're going to have 100%, all this money, they are going to be paid to you directly to your wallet account, to your wallet. Okay, now this last one also will be paid to you, but you are not going to release this money or release this token, so it will go to your upline. What you're trying to do is for you want to buy this particular slot, buy this particular level again, so that another 2 coming in again under you will still come in again, and then you keep making money on this level. So this is how it is from that level 1 to level 15, based on the number of levels that you activated or that you opened. Okay, so this is how it works. So we have the reinvestment or the repeats. The same thing now for X4. Okay, now if you look at X4, what we have in X4 is that there are 2 lines. Okay, there are 2 slots up and then 4 down. Now what you see here is that when someone joins here in X4, okay, this particular 2 slot 1 and 2, automatically this payment, okay, will go to your upline. Your upline will have this. Now, what happened is that at the moment, once these places, are filled, then the 3, 4, 5 will, I mean, the three and the 5 and the 4, based on what they are or how it is they will automatically go to you. These are your payments, okay? They belongs to you, okay? They belongs to you. This money go to you. You get these payments. All right. Now the last one, which is the sixth one, automatically, will still be for that same reinvestment, guys. Remember what we did here, the same thing we did in X3. So the same thing that we are trying to do here to be able to reopen this particular entire structure again. So what we are trying to do now is to be able to recycle it the second time, the third time, the fourth time. So as people are coming in here, once it gets here, it will recycle again. Once it gets here, it recycle again. This is exactly how the X4 works. So what it means is that 1, 2, 3 belongs to you, and this goes to your upline, to go and reopen, that particular, place again. Um, so that is, how the X4, work, guys. Okay. Now we have the X gold. Like I said, the X gold is coming soon. So we're going to flip over this. Okay. Now the repeats, which I have just discussed to you. Okay. So this is exactly how it works. So you always, make the third leg in X3 and all that. So they keep, repeating, and then you keep, getting this place reopen for you to keep making, money on that place. Don't bother about it. We are recording this. We are recording this video. We are recording this presentation. Sorry. So by the time we are done by tomorrow, end of tomorrow, definitely we'll share it you can also share with your friend, and then keep for yourself. Maybe you can watch it over and over to understand, this thing better. Okay. So of course, this is also for the X gold, and then now there is what I was discussing, with you guys. We'll talk about upgrade. No. So now, what is your goal? Your goal is what, your crowdfunding campaign or your need, what it looks like. Now, this upgrade we're talking about is like, remember now we said we are having up to 15, levels in X3 and then also in X4. So when we talk about upgrade, meaning that if you have, level 1 in X3, level 2 in X3, level 3 in X3. So now you keep upgrading from level 1, level 2, level 3, level 5, level 10, for example. So this is what upgrade is all about. Okay. And because of that, the more you upgrade, the more money you're making. That is what it means. So because each slot or each level, is times 2 of the previous one. That is what it means. Okay. So, and another thing I want to make you understand here is that, let me show you this. Okay. Now let's use this for example. If you have, okay, okay, all right. So that's what we call lost profit. Now let's say for example, you have you have someone you have up to from level 1. I need to use now let me use this to explain what I want to explain about lost profit. If you have from level 1 to level 3, for example, this is the level you activated. Now remember, you know remember, if you open from level 1 to level 3, okay, now what it means is that if anybody comes under you, any of your downlines here open from level 1 more than level 3, okay, what this means is that the payment of that next level which you did not activate will go to the next person above you. So what it means is that you have to be careful, because you'll be able to, lose profits. And that is the reason why we are saying you have to upgrade. So when you upgrade maybe to like level 6 or level 7, for example, so the downlines are people who are coming under you, so the more as they activate also, along with you, all right, so you guys are also, balancing the matrix. But if you don't upgrade and your downline upgrade more than you. So the next slot that you did not activate, that profits are supposed to, go to you will go to the next person above you. So that is why it is important, for you to upgrade, guys. Okay, so we have what we call overflows and overtaking and returns and stuff like that. So all of these things, are what excites the system. All right, so because I remember one of I was talking to somebody about this opportunity. So he said, "Oh, you know what? This is a multi-level marketing system." I told him, I said, "Look, multi-level marketing system, you know, they are centralized." That is my first response to him. Multi-level marketing system, they are centralized. They don't run in the blockchain, So they decide who they want to pay and then who they don't want to pay. And that is the reason why a lot of people, many of us, that join those multi-level marketing system today. And I can understand that even many of us, that experience is still haunting us, from joining this opportunity. But I will implore you, don't sit on the fence, because how this is being run, if you have multi-level marketing, if you don't recruit people, you're not going to make money. But in Forsage projects, even if you don't recruit anyone, you can still make money. So this is, why it is so exciting. So I asked this person, I said, I haven't seen, from my studies, I have never done multi-level marketing and all of those stuff before. But I told him, I said, people have introduced me to it and tell me about them, but I haven't seen anyone, that when you don't bring someone, you don't make anything. And that's the truth. So how come, this one, that all I need to do, or all I'm doing is that even if I don't recruit people, all right, I will still make money. So now we have X3 and X4. The X3, all of those is we are building teams, okay, you are activating levels and people are joining under you. And then now in X4, what happened in X4 is so amazing, because even in X4, the more slots as you are, opening, it's not even a function of the number of people under you in X4, you know. So this overflows, and what we call the overflows and the spillovers. We're going to look at all of those stuffs, and so you'll be getting making seeing profits, seeing commissions, payments coming to you free of charge. I mean, you didn't do anything. So I haven't seen this kind of multi-level marketing before, guys. So I don't think that is the truth. That's not so. All right. So don't take my word for it. But the truth is, this is a system, that runs. It is no respecter of any man. It is no respecter of anybody. So it runs in a in a blockchain, a smart contract project that is not controlled by anybody. No admin. Nobody control this. That is the reason why that the way it runs, you cannot determine what happened next. That is how it is. That is how it runs. Okay, so the overflows and the overtakings and all that. Now, overtaking, when you don't activate, when you don't upgrade, let me use the word upgrade, when you don't upgrade, so be rest assured that your downline, might overtake you. So we used to say in this project, somebody said, "Oh, overtaking is allowed." So, but don't allow the overtaking to happen. Okay, don't allow the overtaking to happen. So make sure that you upgrade to a reasonable level, so that you can be able to earn what the profit we are looking at. Remember, there is a goal. There is a goal. What you are looking at. This is crowdfunding. You have a plan. There is something that you are looking at that you want to use money for. So you really need to, be very strategic, to be able to raise the fund you are looking at. Okay. So you can see all of these colors. So when you begin to see your account, you can see from the screen, the overflows, what the colors look like, the partner who, overtook his superior and all that. Okay. Now, guys, if you look at this, don't get it twisted. All right. So these things are real accounts. So, and I am going to demonstrate two of these accounts for you right now, because when you look at these things, you're like, wow, maybe we'll just copy this and paste it we'll copy it from somewhere and paste it on this slide and then begin to show you. No, no, no. This is really something, because you know what? Here, what we do in Questas, we are honest, and I tell our members, don't bring anybody into this project or into this, opportunity without being honest to that person. All right. Don't go attend somebody you're going to make, $10 million, So when there is nothing like that, what I mean when there is nothing like that is that because listen, you have to, look at something that is realistic. Some people will tell you that if this thing is too good to be true, man, forget it. You know what I mean? So that's the reason why some of these opportunities people would have benefited from them, but because of the way we present them, you scare them away. And at the end of the day, they lost interest, and you begin to wonder, oh, I told you so. No, 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 no. It's about how you presented it. And at the same time, maybe this person must have you know been engaged in a couple of other programs similar to this. Okay, so now let's take a look at what I'm talking about. I have this account 787, and what we have presented here is that this guy has made over $363,000. Now let me take you somewhere, guys, and we have to look at this if this is really typical. Okay, now let's have a look. um, I'm gonna come here. Let's have a look. um, Now, what accounts are we trying to promote? We are looking at uh, I'm looking at 787, account number 787. So now this 787, let me show you this account in real life, guys. Let me show you 787. Let me show you real life. Sorry, I'm getting twisted. Okay, now, sorry, I'm taking you somewhere else. Okay, let me use the Tron. Okay, so now I'm going to log into trx.forsage, okay, .io. Now this is going to open. Okay, now I'm going to view that account. This is the interface of the Forsage Tron. Okay, so now I'm going to type in account 787, and then let us, because I'm going to view this account, the account doesn't belong to me. So you can see this is account 787. All right, so this is not a joke, guys. So you can see this is a live account running on the on the Forsage Tron blockchain. Okay, the smart contract, this is what it is. You can see it is completely live. This is how much this guy has made. So he has raised over $351,000. So this is not like we are joking. The other account is account 402. The other one is 402. Now let's log out of this one. I'm going to show you just two accounts just for, so anytime you can verify any of these accounts. So I already have it before, 402, account 402. Now this is account 402. Okay, this guy has made 553,000 US dollars. Okay, now you can see they are not like, they are not gimmicks. These guys, this is not like something that was copied and pasted. We have to paste it somewhere for you to show. So you can see, you can verify them. In the first place, what is even this blockchain? What is even this smart contract? We said it is decentralized. Okay, so if we decentralize, and then so which means we can verify anything, anytime, any day. You get my point? So that's exactly what we're talking about. So even with this guy, the same account, you can verify. Even if now, like if I copy, this is his wallet address. If I copy it, this is his wallet address. I can verify what this guy is doing. When I go to TronScan, when I go to TronScan account, I can verify this account. So when I open it completely, search, so I will see everything this guy is doing. Look at it. Now, when I close the page, and let me go to his transactions. So you can see this is what this guy is. This is exactly, this is his account. Every token or whatever that's happen in the front end there, anything, whatever that happens here, all of them is available. So you can see. Okay, so it's clear, for us to really understand what we are talking about here, that this is not a joke. Okay, so that's it. So for the sake of time, so we still have to move back to our, let's go back to our presentation. Okay, so are we together, guys? Are we together? We are almost done. We're almost done. Okay, we're almost done. So, all right. So let's just take a look at the next. So this is what, like, the amount of money. This is what it looks like. How the profit is being, distributed. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I hope I'm not boring you guys today, but we need to really do this, guys, because I need you guys on board. You need to take advantage of this opportunity. Now, if you look at, these are the profits that you can make, in this project. Okay, you can see in the X3, in the X4, all of these things, they are realistic. If you put in the hard work, if you put in the work, guys. So to an extent, for questers, so we have been able to design, a couple of systems, so be able to help our members so that they can be able to, make profits, or be able to make income and look at the amount of money, whatever they want to, project that they are looking at, so they can be able to realize what they are looking at. But you still have to do the hard work. Now, let's look at the next slide, what we have. So the profit that you can make, depends on, how, because like I said, the account I just showed you, they're not all those money, or those amount of money those guys made. All right. So that is not a guarantee that you're going to make that same amount of money. So when you put in the hard work, okay, and do exactly, what they did, following up, and then recruiting, and then getting people on board the system and all of that, you'll be able to still, you can do the same thing. Is achievable if you, do the hard work. Okay. So, like, for example, we are saying, if you want to come into this program, we recommend that at least when you are starting up for the first time, you try to activate your account and upgrade, like, from, level 1 to 3. Okay, level 1 to 3, at least minimum level 1 to 3, both in X3 and X4. Don't worry about the X gold. So this will also give you an ample opportunity, for you to really, upgrade faster. Like we said, this is cheaper, guys. This is cheaper. So you can raise your fund here. You can join the program easily because it is cheaper. You get what I mean? So, I mean, three UX dollars and $6, you already open extra and X4. So with that, I mean, up to level 4. I'm sure this is, achievable. We can do this. Okay. So this is what we're advising, that with that, you can be able to, move up and realize, what you're looking at in your dream. Now, the money that you're going to receive, or the token, or the digital currency that you're going to be earning from this platform, you need somewhere to store them. And you need, okay, you need an application at the same time, to be able to even open them, to be able to open your accounts. So we have this application, so we call the token pocket wallet, and then the Tron wallet. For us, based on our experience, like, for example, myself, I'm using the Tron wallet, but a lot of people are having issues with Tron wallet sometimes, and it has been so, successful using the token pocket. So for our new members, by the time you are about to start this journey, okay, so we recommend that you first use the token pocket. Token pocket has been user friendly for a lot of people, and like, from other different other members, and other different groups. So they have been recommending that we should go ahead, that token pocket is very ideal. Okay. So it's very key. So you can use the token pocket, so to open. So how you're going to do that, when you go to Questa's website, guys, always make use of that website. It's so many questions that you may likely, you're going to ask. We have answered them, putting a lot of materials and resources on that website. So if you go to Questas, grp.com, when you go there, just click on Forsage, go to Forsage Tron. When you go to Forsage Tron, you will see a complete video, a guide on how you can open this, this token pocket, and how you can also fund, your accounts, and then, activate your program, or your to start up with this opportunity. So it's very important. But you know, that we stand in. So we are, there to our admin and almost all our members. So they are well experienced in to talk to you about how to use token pocket. So all you need to do is always make use of our Telegram group channel, make use of the group. Anytime if you have any questions or challenges you are having, just drop it there. I'm sure someone will answer you. Someone will definitely come to your aid. It's very important, guys. So we'll take that. Now, this is one of the things, one of the areas I keep hammering on. I'm so surprised. And I wouldn't know. Maybe it's because of something is free. When it doesn't, when something doesn't cost you something, so you don't value it. I don't know. Maybe if that is the truth, but I think I don't do that. I love freebies a lot, and for me, if I have this opportunity, this particular kind of opportunity, fundamentals of blockchain technology is a free course, that is being given to me, to take for free. When people are paying 200, 300, $500, check online, about these courses, right? And we are trying to, bring you closer so that you can understand what is happening, in the world today. You can be able to understand how this blockchain technology is changing the world. You need to be part of these things. Guys, what we are even talking about here. Now, when we said, if you join this program, tell others the same way I'm telling you, you know what we are doing? We are trying to create a decentralized world. You know how it looks like when you have 500,000 of the world, holding Tron, like the way I'm having. I own Tron now. I have Tron in my wallet. I have Ethereum in my wallet. So now a lot of businesses are being done through the blockchain, and the token, for these blockchains, the value is, I mean, is great. So when a lot of companies are beginning to look at this, and then they said, you know what? Imagine company like Uber, imagine company like Google, Amazon, and they said, you know what? All our businesses on the blockchain, Tron or Ethereum and all that, and you and I, we're going to make money. Now, what is going on now, even for this blockchain, is what we call initial, coin offer, ICO. Go and look at what is going on. Read information about this. It's very important. Very soon, I mean, even companies that are going public, you know what I mean? PLC, they are selling shares and all of that. The blockchain is about to take over. So people will own tokens. They will own Tron. They will own Ethereum. You don't need to own, to invest with dollars or pound sterling. You own the token, because the value of those tokens, you can convert them to any currency. This is what is going on. Get yourself acquainted with information and know exactly what is going on, because that is the only way, you can be able to, acquaint yourself and acclimatize yourself with these opportunities. And then you know exactly what we are doing here. It is not just all about we are promoting you open X3 and X4. Get information about this blockchain technology. There are opportunities that are coming up in years to come, maybe in a year or two. There are going to be certified Ethereum experts, certified Tron experts. There are people who are smart contract developers. They are all over everywhere. These guys now, I mean, they are pushing and they are paying them well. They are earning good salaries. So how about that? So don't just come, like I said, we are here to create digital entrepreneurs and people, so that you can do even all these things. What these guys are doing, you can do it anytime, anywhere. You don't need to have stay in an office. The smart contract developers, they're in their homes doing all of these things. So please take advantage of these things. It's very important. All right. So now the question is, because we know very well that a lot of us people find it very difficult. We say, oh, you need to bring people. You need to talk to someone else, to join this opportunity. I know that many of us, we don't have that grace, if I should use that word, that grace, to really do this. But the truth is, we have been able to try. We have tried to make it very easier for our members, so that you can be able to, okay, enjoy this opportunity by being part of Questers. All right. Now, what you are seeing on the screen here is what we call a virtual recruiter. I can guarantee you, I don't know, for the past 3 days, I cannot remember the number of new members who joined us. All the members who joined us in the last 3 days, they came. they came through this process. They came through this route. Whoever that joined us in the past 3 days, they came through this route. That is how we didn't talk to them. The virtual recruiter did. So all we did was just to, promote the virtual recruiter, and it was talking to them and all of that, following them up with emails and all of that. And then they landed here. And today they are here. And I'm sure they are going to be happy at the end of this presentation. So now the virtual recruiter, what we are doing here is that we have designed a virtual recruiter, okay, for questers group and then also individual members, okay. So because this is what we have been able to put together for you so that you can be able to, get a faster growth, by raising the funds that you are looking at in this project. Now from here, this is questers member, questers group member. Now, we have the virtual recruiter here. So I'm trying to show you what the flow chart looks like. Now, this virtual recruiter, this is exactly what many of us saw before they joined this program, before they come in here. All right. So it's going to show you what we are promoting. What is it all about? The videos and all the trainings with all the resources, with every step of the way, on how you can be part of this program. The virtual recruiter has it. So for us in Questers, we can guarantee you that you cannot beat the virtual recruiter, because you cannot even go in steps on how the virtual recruiter recruits, because it will give you step by step by bringing you in, opting you in, giving you call to action, all right, sending you to the landing page where you'll be able to get word of information about the program, and at the same time follow you up with emails. So of course, we have a virtual recruiter, that recruits, more than human beings. So what we have here is that now you can see on the left-hand side, so the people you are sending virtual recruiter, it could be your family members, it could be your friends or your colleagues or anyone. So, and I can tell you, for those of us who are starting, new, even many of us, okay, even if you cannot recruit, you don't even need to go outside, even your people around you, or those, I used to tell people, I said, you see, in your mobile phone, I'm sure if you flip through this mobile phone, go to your contacts page, there is nobody, that is not having more than 100 numbers or more than 100 contacts in his or her mobile phone. You can start with that. And those 100 contacts, I'm sure at least 70% of them, they are connected to the social media, either by WhatsApp, or they are connected by Telegram, they are maybe Instagram or Facebook, in any way. So you can, begin to talk to people about this opportunity. Tell them that they can be part of it. And as they are coming in, you guys are growing together, because once they register under you, okay, of course, you keep raising your own fund. As the people are coming under them, and as we are growing in the community, the fund will go around. We can be able to raise fund and do what we want to do, guys. So this is where the traffic will come from. It could be that we are promoting it on Google. Maybe we are doing it on WhatsApp or Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or maybe Telegram. It doesn't matter. All right. This is where the traffic will come from. So the moment we push this virtual recruiter into this place, what happened, guys, is that the traffic will begin to flow. Like I said, those who joined us in the last 3 days, okay, this is how you came. This is how you joined. So, no. Guys, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Are we having issues? Please, if you can
I can
hear me.
hear you.
Yeah, because I don't know. Someone is saying I cannot hear anything. Please try to check the audio, your audio setting. So I'm sure, we are good here. Please check your audio settings, okay? All right. So this traffic will come here. Now, based on how we design the virtual recruiter, what is going to happen here is, sorry, I want to look at, okay, okay. So what is happening, it's very rare that you can see that we have an opt-in page of the virtual recruiter. Now, this is where you're going to provide us with your information, okay? So when you begin to promote this opportunity with this virtual recruiter, this is exactly the same way it's going to run. So the person is going to open the virtual recruiter, is a link, and then they will see the opt-in page. Now they're going to enter their email address and their name. All right. Automatically, the system will drop them in our email database. So I'm telling you, for the new member, this is how, we brought you here. Of course. So, I mean, cool, right? So now, sorry. So it will bring you to we have your email, we go to our email list, and then we're going to schedule you for auto response. All right. So once that happens, two things are happening here. Automatically, the virtual, it will send you to this landing page. So this landing page is where you're going to get wealth of information about what Questas, of what we're promoting and everything. The videos and the demos on how you open your account, about Forsage and everything is on the FSG2. That is a landing page. So the moment you get to the landing page, now either based on who is having the virtual recruiter, you are going to land under a downline or person under you, or we're gonna have you in the Questas group pool. The pool we mean here is that you're going to come in, and the Questas admin, they will place you, or they will put you under, an account, or put you under, a sponsor. So this is what the virtual recruiter does. So, and the virtual recruiter does not sleep, so is always awake. I mean, 24 hours, 365 days. So he's always working. But you will be in charge. Being in charge means that it is only where you send the virtual recruiter to that it will go to do the recruitment. So if you ask a lot of people, from the when we have been promoting this opportunity in Nigeria, believe me, guys, I had these stories. I was shocked. I don't have to be shocked anyway, because people are looking for opportunities to raise funds so that they can be able to take care of businesses or projects. Okay, people travel maybe from like Lagos. People move from Lagos, they go to Abuja. Some people are traveling so many places, even outside Nigeria. People who are promoting this opportunity outside Nigeria. Okay, some people are traveling, across states and cities and all of that to promote this opportunity. So you can imagine, even in this pandemic, they are doing that. I mean, they don't care. People are they don't mind social distancing, and they don't care about the coronavirus and all that. They are doing this. But what we are, providing for you here is something that I say, hey, you know what? Sit at the comfort of your home. The pandemic is still there. Coronavirus still exists. You know what you're going to do? Just push the virtual recruiter and let this particular, recruiter, let these agents go there and do the job for you. Okay? Because we need you safe. All right, guys. So this is the flow charts, and what you see here is that we have the virtual recruiter also. This is how it comes to any individual member. So we have it in a way that it doesn't matter, who it comes to. It can go into the pool. So this one is completely for the questers. All right. So because we have for members, and then we have also for questers group. So for questers is our general recruiter. So whoever that comes in through our general recruiter automatically, will be placed under someone, in the community. We don't know who the person is. So in that way, our members will be benefiting from our traffic, which we are, generating. But one thing I want to, plead with you is that please talk to someone about this opportunity, because now that we said, oh, you don't need to talk to someone, and you can still make money. And then all you need to do, then you just, you're not going to talk to anyone about this. It's not right. I wouldn't know, how you will see such a wonderful opportunity, and you will not want to tell the next person. You don't want to tell your friends, or tell your relations or your family, and said, hey, there is this opportunity that I'm trying out, and I think, you need to take a look at it. So talk to people about it. Let us help each other. Things are really very difficult now, guys. Trust me, things are really very difficult, and people are looking for genuine ways on how they can make money. They're looking for genuine opportunities. So, I mean, if you can do that, I mean, you can. Of course, maybe you don't know the life you're serving. All right. So that's what we have. So this is, for Questas Group. And if you look at what we are saying here, we have a prediction that our recruiters can convert up to 10 new members in one day. I wouldn't know how many members we have converted in the last 3 days, So maybe our admin, we are going to count that and say, so we understand that for the past 3 days that we pushed the virtual recruiter, and then it was, bringing in members into our community. So this is how it works. We didn't go anywhere. We are all sitting across. I'm in the Middle East, a couple of our members and the team and the admin, some are in Africa and in different places, and members are coming in. So we don't need to travel anywhere, guys. So that's it. All right. So we have what we call a decentralized distribution system. So because what is going to happen here is that now, like we said, in X4, in X4, X4 is very, very lucrative. What I mean that bad is that this is where the spillovers, which I explained to you before, and the overflow. So you're going to be getting profits, without even, doing anything, without recruiting anyone in X4. But now, because we understand this system, guys, this is crowdfunding, this is decentralized, because we understand how it works, all right? So what we have done is that we make sure that every member, is having a partner. And as we grow, okay, as a team or as a community and all of that, the X4, will become very, juicy for everyone, because there is nobody, you cannot be in X3 and you're not in X4. It's not possible. So because of course you keep upgrading both accounts as you move, along the levels. Okay. So with this, you will be having spillovers and overflows on X4. So as far as you have your account on X4, so obviously, okay, as based on how we build it, how the community is being built, and how we are, we have this system running, you will be having overflows and spillovers coming to you. All right. So if we don't build the X3, the X4 will be difficult for us to achieve. Remember, we all have, there's a goal where we are here. We're not coming here to watch cinema or maybe to just activate this and then, spend time with this Zoom meeting. And at the end of the day, we're not getting anything. So it's very important. Okay. So as you join, for our new members, then we'll carry you along, and then you'll be learning, a lot of, the process along the way. And I'm sure, you will be happy and you're glad that you did. Okay, so the last, which is not the least, is what we have also done. This is what we call the random distribution system. Now, this is not about virtual recruiter, okay? Now, this random distribution system, is what we, um, let me give you an example. Now, um, now, if you see, this is an account. If you look at these accounts, okay, now, um, let me try to open it. So you can, if you see this account, okay, so you can see that uh, this guy is having, let me open his partners. Now you can see, the partners he have in the structure, these are the partners or people that already have in the structure and number of registration that he's having. So with all this, so he can have a random distribution system. Now, what I want to show you is this. For every member or anyone, who is on this Forsage Tron, you have what we call an affiliate link. Okay. Now, this affiliate link, if you want somebody to come under you or to register under you, you have to provide the person with your affiliate link. Now, in Questas, we design an affiliate link, that distributes, downlines for members. How about that, guys? We have, an affiliate link that distributes, okay, downlines for members. So, for example, for new members who are coming in from our virtual recruiter, what the virtual recruiter is carrying, is affiliate link for random distribution. So now you can see this affiliate link here. Now look at what we have here. Let me show you. We are almost done today, guys. I'm sure it's We are happy. We gonna be happy. So now we have an affiliate link, like I just showed you. So this affiliate link is somewhere in our on our landing page. So when new members are coming in from the traffic, they're going to go to the opt-in page. When they come in here to the landing page, after reading or studying all the processes and information and all of that, so when they want to register, they are going to click on that. They're going to copy that affiliate link, which you're going to see the videos on how to do that. Okay. So when they copy the affiliate link, that affiliate link will is not for anybody. It is for members and questers. So it is decentralized also, meaning that we cannot control the person that the distribution system will send the downline to. Are you getting what I'm saying? So this is how it works. So we did it that way. We have to make it that way so that members who are having maybe less partners can be able to have members under them, because when you also have members you earn, right? So what we are doing here is that we are working at family, and also as a community, making sure that we get each other's back. But the truth is, please tell us about this opportunity. Don't keep it alone. Keep don't keep it alone. Tell people about this opportunity. All right. So this is our random distribution system. This is how we have been able to design this opportunity for members and questers. And we believe that when you put in the work, like we said, these things are not going to run on their own. Okay, you are the one that are going to propel them to make them work. The VR, the virtual recruiter, is going to work because if you do the work. Okay, now also the random distribution, you don't need to worry about this one, because for questers we have already created it, and we have added everyone, all our members active currently on questers already, who are already on our system, that is on the questers. Everybody is already in the random distribution list. So what it means is that by the time someone wants to register now, that affiliate link will be given to the person. So once the person click that affiliate link, we cannot tell who the person, who will benefit from, that person. Okay. So this is how it is, so that we can help each other, to run this. So guys, please, Forsage, this is not a get rich quick scheme. So I want to tell you, beforehand. All right. So you don't need to quit your job now and say, oh man, I'm seeing figures. Like I said, all those figures, they are not typical. And there is no guarantee 100% that you're going to earn $1 million or 500. See, what we are doing here is that we are here to raise funds so that we can be able to, run projects. We can be able to create, steady, income that can be coming in, gradually, over time. We cannot tell. It can go, I mean, it could be more than what we're expecting. All right. It could be, I mean, I know all of us were expectant, all right? But the truth is, don't get this as a get rich quick scheme. All right. You're not going to make $10 million or $10,000 or $50,000, yeah, within 24 hours. Like I said, I'm not saying you cannot make that, but what I'm saying is that you have to really look at something that is very realistic, for you. What we are promoting here is an opportunity for you to join, and then you grow exponentially. Because if you come in here and then begin to think that, oh, I'm going to make it over within 1 week, I'm a millionaire and all that, I would know. All right, because now today is 20th. Today is 20th. All right, uh, let me show you. Today is 20th. Now today is 20th. Let me now view 7402. This is my account. This is my account. Now, between I registered this account on the 6th, okay, on the 7th, sorry, because this Tron Forsage blockchain, we launched it on the 6th, so on that 6th, on the 7th of September. So I have to, this is when I open my Forsage Tron account. Okay. So between 7th of September and now. So I've been able to generate $1,287. Okay, so like what I'm saying, guys, is that why I'm showing you this is that it's a gradual process. Okay, and we keep moving. So, and the idea is that you can see my accounts. I've been able to upgrade from level 1 to level 6. Okay, now in X4 I did up to level 8. Now what I'm telling you here is that, I didn't open this in at one time. I think I used maybe around $250. $250. So if you calculate all of this and convert it in dollars, it's more than that. But what was happening was that the moment I activate, I think up to level 4, I guess, or level 5, I did, from my pockets, from my money. And the remaining, was monies that were coming from these overflows. Like, I can see what is going on here. All these things, these are overflows. These are, spillovers coming in. All these things you are seeing here, you can see all of this. They're just coming in. I'm not doing anything, and they are just, so this is the sweet part of this opportunity, you can see. So the truth is, we want to, make sure that what you are here to do, and the reality of what you are doing. Okay, so even these monies, you can as well, you can withdraw them. Okay, now for example, in Nigeria, you can withdraw this money to your Naira account. We have different application, like for example, so let me show you this. Mm, um, so now, this is a what we call a Luno account. So this Luno is an application. Okay, and of course it's they support it in Nigeria and also different countries. So I use this to do a couple of transactions, for myself. Okay, so I can use it to withdraw, sign into style with cryptocurrencies, so, but because of time, we're not going to go through all of this. Okay, so you can use this, to make withdraw money. All our members, I'm sure, I'm sure everyone knows about Luno. So you can move your token or your cryptocurrencies and bring it and then convert it to Naira, and the money drop in your Naira account, and then you are good to go. So there is no big deal about it. So these things, they are for real, guys. So it's not really something that somebody is telling you and then they say, oh, what they're telling you, how will you even get the money? Okay, so I can do a demo for you and show you how you can move this money. By the time you start making this money, I'm not asking you now to start with withdrawing your money. You need to upgrade so that you can be able to, make much money. Okay, so the truth here is that you can withdraw. I have been doing that. I have test run it, and then this is working. Okay, this is very important, guys. So we really need to uh, uh, put in the, like we said, to put in the work and do all we got to do. All right, so that's what we got. So what I'm here to say today is, this is the time to turn on the forcing, guys, and start earning. This is the time to turn on the what? The forcing, and push and start earning. I'm done. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you. You're welcome. Yeah. Okay, Mona. Mona is raising her hand. Okay, Mona, talk to us. Oh, Chestanda, you can unmute Mona. I don't think ask to unmute. Okay, Mona, you can unmute. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you very much. That was awesome.
Thank you. Okay. I think we don't have much people, so reactions. I can understand the data and all of that is really a big issue. So we don't blame anybody.
Yeah, some guys have left the meeting. When we started, it was around 28.
Yeah, definitely. We'll share.
But
I will share the video. I will make the
yeah,
video. I will share it in the group so they can. They can.
download it and
Yeah, they
watch.
can
Yeah,
download it and watch. Yeah, that's all.
yeah. Well, but the meeting was exciting and it was rich with information and so much knowledge. So they will benefit really.
Definitely,
They will.
definitely.
Yeah, they will. You did good. You did good.
Thank you so much,
Thank,
first.
thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, boss.
It takes a whole lot of effort. Yeah.
Thank you, Isaac.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Chestanda.
Yes, Mr. Isaac, thank you very much for the wonderful presentation tonight.
Thank you so
You
much.
did a lot of research. You did a lot of research, a lot of computation and all that. And it's been wonderful. So thank you very much, and God bless. More grace, more grace.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I too. Thank you so much. Yeah. Okay.
Good evening, Mr. Isaac.
Good evening,
It's
Carol.
Carol. Yeah, I'm feeling very sleepy.
I,
I want to ask. So when are we starting with the the rotator? When are you experimenting on it live?
we have been experimenting it now. We
No,
still
you know, within ourselves. I mean, like when members come, when do you intend to start using it? That's what I'm asking.
it's already we already using it. We already have it in our virtual
Okay, you
recruiter.
started using it.
Yeah, it's already
What?
in our virtual recruiter. So
Okay.
as members are joining, that is the link that they'll be using to join.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Well, so okay, guys, I think we don't have much numbers, so thank you so much for coming. And our next meeting, so we are going to really discuss much on our strategies and some of the new information, about this opportunity and what we need to do and the position that we need to take. So we'll put this, I'll download this and then I'll put it on the group so that in the Telegram and so the new members and people who are coming in going to watch. So we don't need to be going back and forth with this all the time. Okay, so it's very, very important. Okay. Okay, thank you, everyone. All right.
All right, Isaac, we're shutting it down.
Yeah, sure, no problem. It's fine.